Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today we are taking the newly obtained free-to-play Hacchan and Android 17 that you can freely, or for free, not freely, for free rainbow out an SO10 that recently dropped on the global side and the JP side of Dokkan. But I think the only difference between global and JP is that JP also got easy A's for the free-to-play 18 and 17. But if you could do me a huge favor as always, if you could drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, all your support is very much appreciated. Now I'm actually quite, well, not excited, but I'm looking forward to using these two because they look pretty good with a free-to-play unit. And of course with free-to-play units you can, for free rainbow them out, max them out, get them to SA10. Without an easy A, they already look really good. So in future, if these two ever get an easy A, I reckon they would actually be amazing. Like they generally look really good without an easy A, like already. Like this is a very good free-to-play unit. But yeah, we've got them on an Android's team. A lot of these are just to link with them. We also got the free-to-play Android 21. So we can have some form of support, giving Android category allies key +2 and attack and defense plus 30%. So right now, turn 1, with the support, 109k attack stat, 75k defense. I'm not expecting ridiculous like damage stats and output from these two, but for a free-to-play unit without easy A-ing, I do think their damage will be somewhat decent for them. But in terms of like attack stat and defense stat, I'm not expecting anything ridiculous. But in terms of what they do, and this is going to get into why I think, their damage output will be quite good for, a free-to-play unit that doesn't easy A's. Because, for one, they raise their attack for one turn by 30%, which is an SA multiplier. And also causes supreme damage to enemy with a medium chance to stun, which is a 30% chance to stun for 2 turns. Which is pretty useful or handy in the likes of SBR and ESBR. And on their passive, they get attack and defense plus 80%. An additional attack plus 80%, chance to perform in a crit plus 17%. Because there's the Android 17, is on the unit, so 17%. You know what Dokkan does. So yeah, there's a 17% chance to perform a crit, and reduces damage received by 17% as well. See what they did there? When HP is 80% or less, which is actually pretty good. 17% isn't the highest in the world, but a free-to-play unit that has a 17% chance to crit, so a form of built-in crit, and has a form of damage reduction as well, even though it's not the highest, and they don't have the highest defense. Their defense isn't too bad for a free-to-play unit without an easy A. It's actually pretty decent. Not only that, there's more. Guards all attacks for 8 turns after receiving attack. So after they receive, after Hacchan and 17 receive their first attack, they will guard for 8 turns. A bit of a shame that it's 8 turns, but to do all that on one free-to-play unit is pretty good to me. It's just for the fact they can guard alone is actually pretty nice. And for 8 turns, yes, you'd probably want them to guard all the time, of course. But having them guard for 8 turns is still pretty good after they've received an attack. Not only that as well, but this isn't really too great, and this is very specific and conditional. They also recover HP with candy, which you're probably not going to be getting off too much or doing too much. I have noticed as well, the main kind of unit they link with on an Android's team, which by the way, their categories are probably some of the smallest in the entire game. They're literally on 2 categories on global right now, which is Androids and Joined Forces, and that is literally it. Joined Forces, they don't link too badly with some of the other units on there, but their probably best bet is on this team. But they do link pretty well with the 15 and 14, right? Yeah, 14 and 15, which, funny enough, they actually have all their links active right now themselves. But they got Android Assault, Tough as Nails, Cold Judgment, and Shattering the Limit off with this 14 and 15. We are on 172k attack stat and 156k defense. So that is after we've raised our attack for 1 turn. We've got our flat passive of attack and defense plus 8%, an additional attack plus 8%. And then not only that, we should have, I don't actually know if we got attacked, but if we did, we do have a bonus attack and defense plus 8% for 8 turns. And correction, the guard, These two will guard all attacks for 8 turns from the start of turn. So the moment you start an event, they will have guard for 8 turns. Similarly to LR full power freezes attack and defense plus 100%. After 6 turns, he loses it and just gets the attack boost. 1.2 million attack stat isn't too bad. For a free-to-play unit with no easy 8, that's actually not bad at all. And an additional in there as well, which means they raise their attack again. So yeah, correction, the guard will be from the start of turn for 8 turns, which is pretty nice. It's a shame, again, it's a shame you lose it, but it's for 8 turns from the start of turn. And then you get the additional attack and defense plus 80% for 8 turns as well after receiving the attack. You see what they did there as well? You know, you get 17% chance to crit, 17% damage reduction, and then 8 turns, and then 8 turns again because of ATA. So yeah, it's a pretty good unit. I'm not gonna lie. I said a free-to-play unit without an easy 8 is pretty good. Are they gonna be putting up like 2 milli attack stats? You know, hitting for like 1 million damage? No, probably not. I mean, if you notice recently, the only units, the free-to-play units that do that are the ones that do have easy A's. So as I said, eventually if these two ever receive an easy A, they're actually, in my opinion, probably going to be one of the strongest free-to-play easy A units. Probably in the entire game. It's just their team. Their team's okay. It's just when you think about the free-to-play easy A units we have in the game, you have that UI Goku, you have all the Reps Universe 7 units. There's quite a few that go on pretty good teams. It's just their team isn't the most amazing, if I'll be honest. But nonetheless, they are very good. Now we do have all of our links apart from Infighter and Courage because of the LR androids. So we do get solid support. But I don't think we've been attacked yet, so I do want that additional attack and defense plus 80% just in case we haven't. So I'm gonna put them up front there in slot 1, just to make sure we do have that off. But yeah, I'm impressed. As I said, for a free-to-play unit that has no easy A, they are pretty good. They are a pretty good option. Now, if you're running an Androids team, do they get on the team over some other units in the game? Again, like what I've said with a lot of units recently, or even when you're summoning the units, if you haven't been playing Dokkan for long at all, your Androids team might be missing a hell of a lot of like the big heavy hitter units you want on the team. So maybe they will get on there and they're not a bad option. Of course, if you're like me and you've been playing for like 4 or 5 years, maybe even since the beginning, maybe you've been playing for 6 years, they probably don't get on the team. But as I said, they're still a good option nonetheless. Maybe if you're missing a unit or two, these are an option. And as I said earlier, if they ever do get an easy A, which a lot of the units in the game, one way or another, eventually somewhere down the line do receive an easy A of some sort, or these two will probably get an easy area, then these two will actually be a very, very good option for like androids. 100%, these two would actually probably be amazing with an easy A. I don't doubt that. So now we've definitely been attacked. So we have 147k attack stat, 134k defense. All I know is we've definitely been attacked now, which is good. So we're going to raise our attack for 1 turn on this turn. We definitely have the attack and defense plus 80%. On top of the additional attack plus 80% we get anyway, and the flat passive of attack and defense plus 80%. So the next turn these two come back, we should see what their attack and defense are fully looking like with all of their passive coming off, if you will. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed. As I said, I keep saying it, but a free-to-play unit that doesn't have an easy A, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They probably won't be getting on joined forces, if I'm being honest. Like, they don't link too badly with some of the units on here, especially, of course, 14 and 15. And they share links with, like, Krillin and 18. There was another set of units as well. They'll probably link okay with the LR androids, but, of course, we're probably waiting for them to get an easy A. But with the amount of big, heavy units that are on joined forces anyway, they probably don't get on here. You know, you've got, for example, a lot of joined forces units actually come from Reps Universe 7. You can make a full Reps Universe 7 joined forces team. You've got the 17 and Golden Freezer. You've got Blue Boys. You've got Kale and Caulifla. You've got, of course, the free-to-play Krillin and 18. What else do we have? Oh yeah, we're 9 turns deep, which means we've actually lost the we've lost the guard and we've lost the attack. Actually, I think we've already lost the attack and defense plus 80% as well. So maybe we already had it off. In fact, no, we definitely had it off if our attack and defense has dropped by that much. But yeah, you've got Kellen Cleaver, free-to-play Krillin and 18. There's also soon-to-be Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Gogeta, which should be coming out soon for Global, it looks like. You've got Go Bros, you've got Go Frieza, you've got Goku and Piccolo if you summon for them. You've got the LR Android from Reps Universe 7. You've got Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito. The Strength Goku and Vegeta that fuse into the Super Vegito. So, I mean, yeah. There's a hell of a lot of, and that's barely even all of them. There's a hell of a lot of like good options on this team, so they probably won't be getting on this on the Join Forces category. You've even got the LR Fizz Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Gogeta. You've got Krillin and Kid Gohan. You have the GT Trunks and Goten. Yeah. There's still a lot of options for me to go through, and that's just some of them. So yeah, they probably won't be getting on your Join Forces team, let's just be honest. But androids, as I said, if you haven't been playing for very long and you're missing a lot of units, they actually probably could get on there. And eventually, when they do have, you know, some form of easy A, and like through an easy area, then I mean, these two are going to be a very good addition to the androids category, 100%. 100%. They are very, very good. But I will end this video with them. 2.2 million attack stat as well, by the way. And not to mention as well, so that means if they're on a 2.2 million attack stat, I didn't even realize this when I was reading their passive. So that means every time they are attacked, they will receive an additional attack and defense plus 80% for 8 turns. So that means they get it back after they're attacked. I was about to just like end the video off with their super attack, but I think they get it back after they're attacked. Which, yeah, it does seem to be the case, which is actually kind of cool. So you can constantly get that attack and defense plus 80% back. The only other thing I need to kind of cover, and I was going to end the video, but we might as well finish the event here. Yeah, the only other thing I need to cover is kind of their links, which are they're actually not bad. For a free-to-play unit, their links are actually kind of okay. Android Assault, which is kind of like a typical Android link. Infighter, which I think is one of the only ones we're not getting off. Passive Nails, Cold Judgment, Solid Support. Courage, I think, is the other one we're not getting off, or we didn't get off. And Shattering the Limit. And as I said before, their categories are probably one of the smallest set in the entire game, which is only 2 with androids and joined forces. But other than that, as a free-to-play unit, this is a very good free-to-play unit. As I said, a free-to-play unit without an easy A, it's actually really good. And eventually, as I said, somewhere down the line, because every form of free-to-play unit and any unit in the game will receive some sort of easy A in Dokkan at some stage or another. Eventually, when they do get an easy A for an easy A area or an easy area, they will be very, very good and a huge boost to the androids category, because Lord knows that they probably need it by now. It's been a while. So yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. They're also an androids category leader, but I mean, you probably won't be using them for their leader skill, giving Ki plus 3 and HP and attack and defense plus 50%. But yeah, it's a very good free-to-play option. Can't wait for them to eventually get an easy A of some sort, like down the line, whenever that is, because they're going to be very good. But let me know what you think of them down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace.